Hello and welcome to an RPG battle system done with blueprints. We'll be working with instances, AI, party structs, concept of a battle manager, widgets, animations with widgets, and we'll be creating a spell selection system, which will hopefully be optimized and good. It's the first time that I've created the system, and so I'll be creating it a second time along in these videos. This is the third person blueprint starter content, and I'm just going to create another folder. I'll just put BPs. And then inside here we're going to make a few more folders, so UI, battle stuff. And here we'll have widgets, and then we're going to create a few widgets to help control the battle. So battle HUD underscore fight run tactics. For now we're just going to go down the fighting route and do like the attack and defend and magic, and then go into like enemy selection, and then moving the player and moving that player over to the AI and through the enemy selection, and control this entire battle with widgets. So just create the rest of these widgets. So attack, magic, defend. Deviate. Attack. Or enemy select, really. Spell selection. And the way it's going to go for the fight tree is fight, okay, attack, magic, defend. So if it goes attack, then go into the enemy select. If it goes into magic, go into the spell selection, and then it's going to go back around into the enemy selection, and it's going to kind of like loop towards this one for both options. But then when you want to go back on this one, you need to ask the question, well, did I come from just regular attack, or did I come from spell selection? And just put like a question in between that and create either or widget depending on the, which way you came in. And then we also want the main, so instead of battle widgets we'll just put in this one, the battle HUD. We'll just go main HUD. So everything that should be shown for the battle, like the enemy health, your mana, how much damage you receive, and what else do we want? We want the battle manager, so I'm gonna attempt to just do this with an actor. Last time I used a pawn, it didn't really seem to matter. I did it in a weird way. So battle manager. He'll handle the spawning and stuff like that. So we want back into BP, make another one. AI. And just use a character blueprint. This will just be a base. We're just going to use one blueprint for all the AI by using a struct. We'll come round to him first. We'll just set him up first. So we're going to be working with a struct and a data table. So you want to make your struct first, and then you want to connect the data table to that struct. So AI construct, and then make sure it is a, where is it? Just a regular data table and not a composite data table, because well, they're different. Okay, sure, it's 2. Pick a row structure. I think I've got the wrong one. Sure. I'll think it. And yeah, okay. Alright, yeah, no, that's fine. If it's the other one for you, just try the other one. So for the variables inside the AI, you want its name, and that'll be a string. Create a new variable, and the rest will all just be integers. And then HP, just create a bunch. Do mana for it, I guess. The more important one is the speed. This will determine who goes first in the turn-based rules. Defense, attack. I'll come back to the AI doing magic attack and we'll just have it do regular attacks. But it'd be pretty much the same way that I'm going to set up the character, except you just tell the computer to randomly choose what it has available. What's it? Oops. So, if you want to use the mannequin, go ahead, but I'm going to use a static mesh for just like a regular slime character. And we also want to know its material, because I'll just make 2 different kinds of slimes, and I'll show you how you can just swap between the 2, I guess. HP, mana, speed, defense, and attack. If there's anything missing, I'll come back to it. So, once you've created your variables in your struct, it'll add it all to this table, and then for the table you just need to give it its stuff. So slime, give it 10 HP, 10 mana, 5, 10, 2, attack, 5, mesh, cube, actually, sphere, why not? Pretty sure the edit sphere will be alright, and then we'll just create a quick material for it. Slime mat. And then we're just going to make another one for a different slime. Make him pink. And I think we can just leave that now for the AI. Sorry. Alright. Oh, we also need to give it a controller. AI control. Diesel edge, either or. Right, so inside the AI base, we want to click on top component, and then we want to auto possess when spawned. So when he's spawned in the world, it will allow And also make sure you set it to your new controller. It will allow the guy to move, essentially. We'll come back to that stuff in a bit. Get rid of the rest of the setup. So, for going to the third person BPs, in fact, no, we'll make the people that we spawn to be our party members, and yourself as a main character, your character. They will be separate character blueprints that will do all the battle functions of moving to the enemy and getting the world position of the player so that it will cast the spell in however many X in the direction of where he's facing or something like that. It's just the combat character. So, combat character. And I'll just do a duplicate of this guy. Nope, don't even need to do that. Be better to just not. Right. CC. And then he will also need his own struct. And pretty much the same thing as last time. Name. Attack. Magic. Defense. Magic. Defense. Speed. Pardon me. No, we won't. So his material. So later on, I will be doing a episode on switching the party structures around. Not party structures, sorry, the characters in Metal. So when you've got fight, run, tactics is going to do like formation switching, and it's going to also switch out different party members. So with formation switching, you'll just be able to move your players up and down and changing the dependency on which the AI of like who he wants to attack. Right. That makes sense. Cut that out. So inside the combat character, says mesh to be the skeletal mesh, the mannequin, sorry. This should be third person and MVP. There we go. And we're going to need to give them all a material to distinguish each other by. In fact, get rid of that. Delete that. Just going to go and get this. There we go. Sure. Chuck that in. Combat character. There we go. Oh my days. And there we have it. We have 3 different colours for 3 different party members, and then we also need, finally, the data table for the CC struct. I'm not sure why there's 2. I'm just going to choose the top one. And I will name these CC. And then the data table. So we're going to want 3 guys. So we'll name these. Row name is important because this is what is going to get called upon outside of the data table to get these correct variables. So we'll call this row 1. Row 2. Row 3. In fact, we'll do it after the names because it's easier. So we'll give them names. Greg. And the names will also be the same. Attack 10, magic 5, 5, 5, 7. And we'll come back to the dynamic. This stuff will be later on. This is just for showing now that we're going to switch party members out and choose who we want out there. Sure. what matters most at the moment is the speed variable, so we can show that it works. There we go. That's that done. Close down this. And done the widgets. Battle Manager. Party. Combat base, yep, combat guy. Instance. So, this will pretty much just want to stay with you. So an instance is persistent across other levels, and pretty sure it's persistent when you close your game and save, or when you make a save data. So we're going to use that to tell the game how much HP I lost the last game, and then how much to give to the combat AI that is spawned. So the people that you spawn that are from your party, they will call upon this instance and actually get the same variables that they had last fight. So reference. There we go. Just call it my instance. And you also want to go into your world settings and inside selected game mode, I think. Project settings, maybe. Here it is. So in project settings, in maps and modes, game instance, my instance, sorted. Right, this is just more setup. So this is just going to be setting up Drake glitches and Greg's variables and that sort of stuff. So we want his HP. Sorry for the cut there. I'm just setting up the rest of the variables that were inside of the instance. So just categorize them all. HP, it's the same for the other two. Just each one's got a different name. There we go. So the other thing I changed inside the AI data table, I forgot to add the other row name in. Just set that up. And the other thing that I set up is I created an empty actor, again, same like the battle manager, and this will be the battle locations. So for now we'll just do one, but in the future we'll set it up so it randomly chooses either arena 1, 2 or 3, and that would just be like different scenes you can set up for your battles. So the first thing I'm going to set up next is the encounter locations. So create once again another empty actor. Call this BP underscore encounter we'll put a box trigger in here, or box collision. Don't really need to name that, keep that the way it is. And I do believe that's it for the setup. So in the next episode I will be doing the player walking into the encounter box and spawning in the battle manager, which will spawn in the 3 guys. So it'll probably be an episode on the encounter box and then setting the battle manager.